What last meal request stopped your execution with 2 minutes to spare? My Aunt Odessa made peach cobbler every Sunday of my childhood. Golden crust, cinnamon, peaches off the tree behind her house. She took me in at 7, after the accident took my parents, and raised me on that cobbler and fried chicken and the rule that family shows up. So when the guard handed me the last meal request form, I didn't have to think. I wrote it down exactly. Fried chicken, collard greens, peach cobbler. Her Sunday dinner. The meal I'd been convicted of murdering her over. The guard read the form twice. You sure? People will talk. Let them, I said. It's the last thing that ever tasted like home. Execution was Friday at 6. Aunt Odessa's heart medication was a small green tablet. The pills that killed her were the same size and shape, but red. Someone had sorted them into her weekly organizer, slot by slot, so she'd take them for days without noticing. The prosecution said only one person filled that organizer, me. My prints were on it because I filled it every Sunday for 3 years. The house was left to me in the will. The jury took 4 hours. Thursday, my lawyer Naomi called. The governor had denied clemency. The evidence was just too clean, she said, and I could hear how sorry she was. I didn't swap those pills, but belief doesn't win a stay. Evidence does, and we were out of it. Thursday night I didn't eat. I wanted to be hungry for it. Friday came fast. The chaplain came by at 8, and I said no thank you. At 10, the warden walked past and said my meal would be ready at 4. At noon, the kitchen smell started drifting down the block, frying oil and cinnamon, and my stomach ached. At 3, a guard brought the gray clothes. At 4, the guard set the tray down and lifted the cover. Fried chicken, greens, cobbler still steaming, and 2 small paper cups in the corner of the tray. Hot sauce and ketchup, he said. Kitchen sent both. I looked at the cups. They were identical. Which one's the hot sauce? He laughed. The red one, obviously. I stared at them. Which one's red? He stopped laughing. They look exactly the same to me, I said. Both of them. Kind of gray-brown. He leaned over the tray, looked at the cups, then at me for a long time. Didn't they say at your trial, he said slowly, that you sorted her pills by color? Something cold moved through my chest. Green pills, red pills, slot by slot, hundreds of times, without a single mistake. I stood up. Call the doctor, I said. Please, test me, right now. The prison physician, Dr. Bello, came at 4:40 with a book of colored plates. Tell me the number in the circle. I saw dots, just dots, page after page. Then one page where I saw a 74, clear as day, and she went pale. That's a hidden digit plate, she said. Only the colorblind can read it. You can fake failing a color test. You cannot fake passing that page. She closed the book. You have severe deuteranopia. Red and green have looked the same to you your entire life. But I never knew, I said. That's how it works, she said. You can't miss what you've never seen. Then she said the sentence that stopped my heart. Whoever sorted those pills had to separate red from green, one by one, over 100 times, without a single error. You are physically incapable of it. She was already dialing the warden. Naomi filed the emergency motion at 5:14. I sat in that cell watching the clock. At 5:30, I changed into the gray clothes. At 5:45, there were footsteps. At 5:52, nothing. Then at 5:58, the phone at the end of the block rang and the warden himself came down. Stay of execution, he said. 2 minutes. My legs gave out under me. The case reopened. My cousin Cyrus had gambling debts, a key to her house, and a visit on record 2 days before she died, and under questioning, he confessed. He'd swapped the pills after I filled the organizer, and let me inherit the blame instead of the house. They released me 5 months later. The first thing I ate on the outside was peach cobbler from a roadside diner. It wasn't hers. Nothing will ever be. But I got to taste it as a free man, on a Sunday, and I think that's the closest she could reach from where she is now, to show up for me one last time.